Evaluation of maxillary and mandibular morphology in different vertical facial types, a cephalometric analysis. By Abhishek Singha Roy, Pradeep Tandon, Anil Kumar Chandana, Vijay P. Sharma, Amit Nagar and Gyan P. Singh. Background: the direction and amount of mandibular growth are important factors in orthodontic diagnosis and treatment planning, as normal maxillary and mandibular growth is essential for well-balanced craniofacial development. Vertical development of the facial skeleton has been related to many skeletal units, like the nasomaxillary complex, the alveolar processes, and the mandible. These are all associated with normal and abnormal vertical growth patterns. Aims and objectives: the aim of the study is to evaluate the maxillary and mandibular morphology in different vertical facial types and to implicate the achieved results into the diagnosis and treatment planning of patients requiring orthodontic treatment. Materials and methods: the present study is conducted on a sample of 120 subjects comprising 60 males and 60 females in the age range of 18 to 25 years. The lateral head cephalograms of the subjects were divided into three groups, i.e. Group I, hyperdivergent, Group II, normodivergent, and Group III, hyperdivergent, with regard to vertical facial type by using the following three parameters, i.e. SNMP, facial divergence angle, overbite depth indicator, ODI, and Jerbuck ratio or facial height ratio, FHR. Differences among the groups and between genders were assessed by means of variance analysis and the Newman-Kuhl's post hoc test. The cephalometric tracing for area measurement was scanned using a scanner, HP 2400. A scan version of the tracing was then digitized and area measurements were made twice by the same operator using AutoCAD registered trademark symbol 2006. Results: maxillary and mandibular anterior alveolar and maxillary postalveolar height was found to be greater for the hyperdivergent group in comparison to others. Hyperdivergent facial types possess long and narrow symphysis along with greater antegonial notch depth, whereas hyperdivergent showed an opposite tendency. Hyperdivergent facial types generally have a smaller maxillary area as compared to other facial types. However, the total mandibular area does not vary among different vertical facial types. Sexual dichotomy was found with maxillary anterior alveolar and basal height, mandibular posterior alveolar and basal height, mandibular length, symphyseal depth, depth of the antegonial notch, symphyseal area and external to total, EXT total, symphyseal area ratio. Conclusion: vertical facial type may be related to the morphological and dentoalveolar pattern of both maxilla and mandible. Determination of this relationship may be of great help from diagnostic as well as therapeutic aspects of many vertical malocclusion problems. Additionally, hyperdivergent facial types possess greater antegonial notch depth as compared to hyperdivergent facial types. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe our channel for watch more scientific research videos.